Yo. How we doing? Hope all is well. Hey, what's up, Beyblade? How you doing, man? Alright. Gonna continue today. But I was actually not able to figure out how to connect my Wiimote to the Dolphin emulator. So I have my Wiimote here. So if anyone can like explain it to me, we can still do a couple of them. So for this stream, we might have to do. I think we're gonna do more of like Gabe, Hawkman, and the detective, which is fine because it seems like they've got plenty of story to give, and detectives' cases take like fucking 6 hours, so it should be fine. But I have my Wiimote. I think this is like the Motion Plus thing. I actually don't know what this attachment is. I bought my I have a Wii U and I bought it used, and it just came with this. I don't even know what this is. So I actually I bought a Wii U and then I never played through like any Wii U game or like any Wii U exclusive. I just got it because it was super cheap. It was like at the time when it was shortly after the Wii U came out. One of my friends in high school just didn't like the Wii U, and so he just sold it to me super cheap. I got like a Wii U and 5 games and several controllers for like $100. So that's why I bought it, and I like barely ever touched it. But I have the Wiimote. Someone can figure out how to do the configuring where you connect it. I know like on the back there's the sync button or whatever, but like for whatever reason my computer just wouldn't detect the Wiimote. Or like it would, but like the sync wouldn't stay long enough for it to like truly pair. I don't really know. But there you go. So for now we'll just do a little bit more Gabe's story. Because we know he doesn't need any controls. His is all like memory checks and stuff. One second. Alright, cool.
Finished. That brings my total to 298 wins in 298 games.
Damn it! This is a waste of time. You're unbeatable.
Not if my opponent's intellect surpasses my processing speed.
Oof. A harsh burn.
And how fast is that?
My processing speed is roughly 1 QIPS.
I don't know what that means. Quantum
What? Stop using
internal
words
processing
people don't
speed?
know.
I mean, a quadrillion instructions per second, Doctor.
Sounds like you're just trying to make fun of me.
The doc is offended.
Ow! Hey, Grandpa, stop struggling.
Let go. I don't need a doctor. You know who I am?
I am Boomer Man.
You damn stubborn old man.
Hey, what's with all the noise? Go fight somewhere else.
Hey, moron, this old fart's your patient. Now go examine him.
Oh, these two don't like each other?
You mean him? He looks pretty spry. Why don't we just let him leave?
He was passed out on his floor. Now shut up and examine him.
He looks
This
pretty
is
spry.
absurd. I don't have time for this.
Hold up a minute.
Uh-oh.
What now?
Tell me, how long has your leg been shaking like that?
Huh? My leg? What are you talking about?
Well, that's not fair. The panel was still before that. How was I supposed to
Get
notice?
a bed ready for him. We're gonna need him overnight.
You got it. In your face.
What? A moment ago you said I could leave.
Hey, are you even listening to me? Hey!
He can't hear you
What's
over the
going
sound
on?
of his
Don't you know
cigarette
who
smoke.
I am, you quack? Hey, listen,
Man, always get stuck
You
with the
quack.
difficult ones.
I'm gonna start calling people that. That piss me off. Listen here, you quack.
Oh, Roni. Who in the heck is that crazy old man?
He is Jacob Tillman, Assistant Secretary of the HHS, Doctor.
HHS. Patient had collapsed at home and was brought to the hospital unaware of
Assistant
symptoms.
secretary?
He doesn't look much like a secretary.
Politician, huh? Ugh, should have just sent him home.
No, Doctor. He is suffering from an ailment of some sort.
Yeah. Too bad we can't pick our patient.
Hang on.
Huh? Oh well. Might as well go take a look. Shall we?
Indeed. Your mind is the ultimate tool, even though we have a supercomputer that will do all of the stuff for us.
Now, how are you feeling? Have you been eating?
Looks like it. He's barely able to fit in that, suit.
Ha, you fool! How dare you force me into this hospital?
Ugh, what a serious pain in the... Let's begin the exam, Roni. Are you ready?
Yes, Doctor. Whenever you are ready.
Well then, let's start with you telling me about the symptoms you're experiencing.
I'm not experiencing any symptoms.
I'm not saying anything, you jackanape.
Okay. He's clearly in America. It's not like we provide healthcare. Go home then. Bye-bye. You're not required to be here.
So that's how it's gonna be. Well, go right on ahead if you don't want to ever be discharged from this hospital.
Why are they keeping him then? See ya.
You utter bastard. Fine. Ask your questions.
This is weird. Unless she's like related to Maria.
I didn't ask to be examined.
Maria's forcing her to be here. It seems like he could very easily just walk out.
Yes, I collapsed, but I simply wasn't feeling well.
Not feeling well, huh? So, he was aware he had a problem all along. This guy's a real nutcase.
Because he's a real man. Real men don't go to the doctor. They die. At the age of 60.
Doctor, the symptoms are too vague. Please find more precise symptoms.
Yeah. I don't know what's worse. This old guy or the robot?
I'm not as young as I used to be, and I've been under quite a lot of stress.
It's not really a symptom, so I don't think so.
There's so much to be done, and you're not helping. Quit wasting my time and issue my release. Oh my God. Come on. Damn it. You're never gonna give up, are you? Being stuck in this stinking examination room is killing my appetite. Honestly, I haven't eaten much, but I feel queasy and bloated.
He's been feeling bloated, huh? That's not to say he isn't already a bit on the chunky side. Roni, order up a CT scan. Oh, and warn the lab guys they may need a forklift to get him onto the table.
I will send the request at once.
You can't
also,
say that.
I may use a slightly different wording for that second part.
Oh, thanks, Beyblade.
Hey,
I
you!
appreciate that, man.
Huh? What's wrong now?
You don't need to examine me. I refuse this treatment.
Hey, if I don't look in your stomach, we'll never know what's wrong with you.
I'm gonna guess he has an ulcer of some kind.
There is no reason
know.
for this.
I can
Think
do,
it's
like, guesses
necessary
on detective
and
murder
proven.
mysteries, but not really on the medical cases. I don't fucking know much about diseases.
Ugh, you're really getting on my nerves. Roni, ignore him and send in the request.
I cannot, Doctor. All examinations require patient consent.
Ugh, you're as stubborn as he is, you know that? Fine. So we just need to narrow down the diagnosis candidates and prove an exam is necessary, right?
That is standard protocol, Doctor. New symptom observed.
Well then, wait.
Bloated abdomen.
He would still have to consent to it.
So what? Doesn't matter. Just sign your little forms and discharge me. Looking at your stupid face makes me even more nauseous.
What a nasty old geezer, but something's bothering me. I shouldn't get distracted by his insults. I've got to listen to this geezer's garbage and see if he's mentioning symptoms. Sounds like I didn't get all the questions. Let's click that stress one then and see.
Yeah, I'm not. There's. And you're not. Damn it, being stuck. Honestly, I have. So what? Looking at your.
I accidentally clicked through it.
Yeah, I'm not. There's. And you're not. Damn it, being stuck in. Honestly, I.
Oh.
So what? Looking at your.
Wait, why isn't he saying the stress thing again? I guess nauseous isn't also like bloated or whatever.
Yes, I'm not as young. There's so. And you're not. Damn it, being stuck. Honestly, I. So what? Doesn't. Looking at your stupid.
Being nauseous is a symptom.
He said my face makes him feel even more nauseous. That means he was already feeling nauseous before he came here. How's that for deduction, Roni? Make a note of it.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. Nausea.
That should clear us. I think there's probably like 2 per dialogue thing. Oh, we can observe him, right? We'll record his leg twitch as a symptom.
His legs are still shaking.
What is that? Oh, it's a watch, I think.
That's definitely worth making a note of, Roni.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. Shaking legs.
Is there anything up with his face? I mean, not really. I mean, I guess he's overweight. As we noted. Can I... You fuzzy-headed deviant. Alright, nothing else abnormal, I guess, other than what would be his weight. I do have to question him more then.
Huh. I didn't ask to be. Yes, I collapsed. I'm not as young as I used to be.
There we go.
And
I kept skipping that.
A lot of stress, huh? I think we can assume he's been getting tired easily.
The symptom of you are old now. Okay.
Heck, serves him right. I'm exhausted just having to deal with him. Isn't that so, Roni?
I do not share your pain, Doctor. New symptom observed. Gets tired easily.
You're so serious all the time. You know, you should loosen some bolts and relax.
Out of coffee. Most unfortunate.
There's so much to be, and you're not helping. Damn it! Being stuck in this stinking examination room is.
Is this? He has no appetite?
So his appetite's been decreasing.
Okay.
Maybe he's been trying some of the food here. Roni, I want you to make a note of the patient's appetite. Also, jot down that the hospital food sucks.
I like Gabe a lot, actually. I think he's probably the most basic of the characters. But his cynicism warms my heart.
New symptom observed. Lack of appetite.
someday, I'd love to hear all about that.
Honestly, so what? Doesn't looking at your stupid...
That's gotta be everything, right? Let's put these symptoms together, maybe? Won't consent to any of the exams.
All right, time to prove the need for a CT exam.
We should compare our symptoms to the possible illness candidates.
No, like, I can't. There's gotta be such a wide array of
Like the
illnesses.
candidates require a CT scan to be identified. There is ample evidence to have one taken.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Guess you're pretty useful sometimes.
Did you just impart genuine praise on me, Doctor?
Hey, I give credit where it's due, you know? Now let's get to
He's
work.
not hungry, nauseous, bloated. I feel like that's half of the illnesses. Oh, I guess the shaking legs could be interesting. I didn't consider that. Biliary infection? Okay, what do we got for this? A condition that causes various symptoms due to a stone forming in the biliary tract. This is accompanied by symptoms such as stomach aches, nausea, lack of appetite, abdominal bloating, jaundice. He doesn't have that. At least I didn't notice. Shaking. Jaundice is where your face gets all yellow. I imagine to like put that across because of the guy's skin tone, it would have to be like super obvious. I feel like in this art style anyway. Nothing about getting tired though. The pancreas is inflamed. Most patients with this condition are males with heavy history of alcohol use. Main symptoms include pain in the abdomen, pain in lower back, nausea, lack of appetite, bloating of abdomen. Well, this needs a CT scan to get any more details. Yeah, neither of those seem. I must have to get jaundice as a symptom.
Yo, mister.
Oh, never mind.
How are you feeling today?
You really are an idiot, aren't you? I'm not falling for this trickery.
The trickery of asking how you're feeling.
Is that so? I was just trying to make small talk, you know?
I don't notice jaundice though. Oh, maybe some of these are off. Damn. That's good. That's good. That's normal. This is low.
The platelet count. It seems unusually low.
How did we get a blood sample if this dude's like not ready to fucking give anything?
Roni, add that to his records.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. Low platelet count.
I guess I should have figured this would be an important step in the process. This is like stupid high.
Yep, his AST level is rather high.
Average is supposed to be within 40 and he's at 250.
Roni, record the symptom.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. High AST level.
I wish I knew what that meant.
This is also high. He has a pretty elevated ALT level. Roni, make a note of that.
Cholesterol is low. Isn't that good, though?
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. High ALT level.
Seems unlikely that someone overweight would have low cholesterol.
Interesting. His cholesterol level is unusually low. Roni, make a note of that too.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. Low total cholesterol.
This case really making use of this chart. That's fine, that's fine. That's probably it, right? I doubt he's got too many other things weird. Fine, 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 and fine. Alright, cool. Hey Blade, how's your day going, man? Alright, what do these symptoms match? High AST, high ALT. I don't think it's the infection because he's not undergoing jaundice. Low cholesterol. I don't feel like we're... I feel like we must be missing something. None of those really brought up a new thing, huh?
Yo! Is that...
It's all Is there anything I missed here? We might have to go to the questions again. Or I just start clicking on the dude. Alright, just click on it. I mean, if that's how he sees, then that's how he sees. Not really a symptom. Fingers seem fine. Let's listen to what he has to say again.
Huh. I didn't ask to be...
Didn't ask to be examined. He collapsed, but we said this wasn't really a big deal.
Not feeling well, huh?
Doctor, the symptom...
Yeah,
I'm not as young as I used to be. There's
Part
so
of
much
that.
to be... And you're not helping. Quit wasting my... Damn it! You're being stuck in this stinking examination
I already
room is
recorded
killing...
that.
Honestly, So what? Doesn't matter. Looking at your stupid face...
So it's something about his person that I've missed. missing here? Hey, guy. Stomach aches? No, not a symptom. Fever, nausea, lack of appetite, and abdominal bloating. Oh, did I not put the stuff in this? Oh wait, no, it just has none of these reactions. Wow, these get hard fast. I already don't know.
Yo, is that?
Did I miss something here? I really don't want to have to look up a guide this fast, but oh, this is high. I did miss something.
His total bilirubin level seems a bit high. Roni,
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. High total bilirubin level.
hold on. If his total bilirubin is this high, he should have jaundice in the whites of his eyes.
Correct, Doctor. But the status of the patient's eyeballs cannot be confirmed.
Yeah, that's the problem. That geezer's eyes are too squinty for me to examine. And somehow, I doubt he'll cooperate with us and let me take a look.
That's a really serious symptom. Like what? Yep, it's just you two, guy.
Doctor, perhaps you could try angering the patient.
Huh? What good'll that do?
What an awful suggestion.
I've noticed that Chief Patel's eyes are frequently wide open when conversing with you. It is a physiological response for humans to open their eyes wider when they are angry.
You're pretty observant, aren't you? All right.
Is that true?
I
I
don't
feel
know
like
that
I get
the
like
example you gave, but
I'm
let's
angry.
try your tactic. Shouldn't be too hard. A few blows at his pride, and that should do it.
Maybe I can find something that'll piss him off. Will it be in this?
Huh. Yes, I collapsed, but I simply wasn't feeling well. I'm not as young as I... There's some... And you... Damn, being stuck in... Honest. So, looking at...
I guess I just gotta poke fun at him.
Well, I'd say the patient's physique is pretty typical for a man his age. But considering how conceited he is, it may be just the thing to anger him. Now, let me see your stomach. Come on, lift up your clothing.
Never. I don't have any obligation to cooperate.
Oh, I get it. You're shy about your gut, huh? Too many steak dinners? Don't be ashamed. I'm not someone to judge a patient, no matter how fat they are.
You
Oh.
son of a bitch!
His eyes
You
are
can't
rough.
talk to me like that.
They like added yellow specifically for that.
Ooh, you're getting angry, huh? Great, now stay just like that.
I don't need your jokes. How dare you insult me? I want my lawyer.
All right, maybe I went a little far, but that's fine. Now's my chance to check his eyes.
That's an old one, okay? Just making people angry can be a useful talent.
Yep. Discoloration in the whites of his eyes. Looks like jaundice. Roni, mark it down.
Alright, now we can progress.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. Jaundice.
It should add several new things. And we can add jaundice to this one. You got a Wiimote? I do. Couldn't figure out how to get it connected though. Oh, it's like invisible now. I have whatever this is as well. When I tried to connect it through Dolphin, it said it had the game had to be running to get connected, and then when I got the game running, it said that since a Wiimote wasn't detected, the emulator was going to shut off. And then when I tried to detect it through my Windows added device through Bluetooth or whatever, it wouldn't detect either. So I don't know. Condition in which blood flow is prevented, causing blood to settle in the liver, causing a problem in liver functions. The patient tires easily. Okay. Exhibit nausea. Lack of appetite. Symptoms may appear such as abdominal bloating, jaundice, and shaking. Lame. That is very helpful, thank you. Total IAST, IALT, low cholesterol, a low palate count.
All right. The only remaining symptom can be gained through a CT.
So this is probably
I
it.
concur, Doctor. The necessity for
Congestive
a CT
liver
examination
failure.
is undeniable.
Excellent. Looks like our favorite patient's about to get a CT scan.
I mean, if he still doesn't want the exam, like we can't force it on him. I don't understand the thought process
We
behind
should
this.
move to the examination room then.
I guess we just tell him, like, hey, your liver's probably failing. Then he changes his mind. It doesn't seem like he's really willing to listen. What about hepatitis? That would be funny. So he would have nausea, lack of appetite, then we'll confirm jaundice, shaking, Biliary. I think it's pretty important, I guess. IAST, IALT, and the virus antibody reaction will be positive. Malignant tumor. Patient shows no subjective symptoms in the early stages. As the condition progresses, the patient will notice lack of energy. Lack of energy, same as like getting tired. This game is very specific about stuff. Nausea. throbbing pain in the upper abdomen. Well, I guess we can't deny if he's got that or not. Jaundice. Shaking. ASD. High ALT. Low cholesterol. And low palate. Platelet. This has a fucking monster amount of symptoms. We'll wait to see more before I lose hard points on stuff like that.
Now that we proved a CT exam is necessary, it's time to teach that old fart a lesson.
I still don't get how this
I
is
must
working.
advise against teaching any lessons, Doctor. Patients must be treated in an appropriate manner.
You literally just told me to make him angry.
Oh, I know, Roni. I'll treat him just how he deserves. Hey, geezer. I'm gonna prove to you that you need a CT scan.
What?
Roni, show me.
Ah, you have liver failure.
Yes, Doctor. This is the record of the current diagnostic progress.
And now, you need a CT exam. Is that all right with you, Mr. Assistant Secretary?
No, you fool.
Well, then let's hop to it. Roni, get us some approval, will ya?
Understood, Doctor. Sending the request now.
Suit yourself.
Wait, he said no.
Congratulations, Doctor. The patient's CT examination is now
understand.
available.
Yeah, thanks. That was a breeze.
Will he let me do this yet? Yeah.
Ugh, I'm exhausted. Why did it have to take so long just to do an image analysis?
The images from the CT exam are ready. Please look over the results, Doctor.
Don't I get a break? Could have sworn we're supposed to have scheduled break time, right?
Doctors? I feel like we don't have scheduled breaks. That looks bad. Oh, I guess not. Normal. Patient. That's gotta be bad. I wanna get a little bit more in there, yeah.
Hey now. The color difference confirms that ascites is formed. Well, this explains the bloated abdomen.
Ascites.
Roni, make a note of it. Write down the patient's got a pool in his abdomen.
I will abbreviate that, Doctor. New symptom observed. Ascites accumulation.
Ascites. What else? Anything else weird? That's the most obvious difference. The rest of this looks fine. That seems like a pretty serious symptom, so. Let's see if this prompts him to say anything else.
Hey, pal. How's your body holding up?
Hurry up and show me these CT results of yours. They'll be hell to pay if there's nothing there.
Man, so bitter. Besides, isn't it better if nothing comes up on the results?
But it would obviously have to be something. You don't just have jaundice randomly. So what are we missing from this? The liver swollen? Fuck. I missed something in the pictures then.
Hey, pal. Man.
They all looked relatively the same. This it? No, it looks like it's the same size. I'm gonna just start clicking stuff to figure this out. Oh, this is fine. I genuinely don't know.
His liver's the size of a penguin. That ain't normal.
But it looks so similar to the...
Roni, make a note of that too.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. Swollen liver.
Is it really that different? Normal. Patient. Like nothing else has moved. Whatever.
We've got all the materials we need, Roni. Let's continue with the diagnosis back in my office.
Yes, Doctor. I've already made the data ready for you in the office.
All right, Roni.
Yes, Doctor. Good.
Did that add anything new? I don't think so. I think we just have congestive liver failure.
Congestive liver failure. It's common for this disease to be just a complication of something linked with heart failure.
Would you like to make a note of the congestive liver failure and continue the diagnosis?
Better safe than sorry. Let's continue on with the diagnosis. Roni, fill out the necessary paperwork.
Understood, Doctor. Please begin investigating the patient's primary disease.
Oh, this is just a symptom. Okay.
Congestive liver failure. Possible heart failure link.
Yes, Doctor. If left alone, his condition may become
Do anything else
critical.
today? Not really, no.
He's gonna complain. I can't send him home like this.
Just kind of chilled out.
Yes, Doctor. I have obtained approval to continue diagnosis.
All right, let's go.
Phase 2.
So, you understand? It's exactly how I just explained it. From the symptoms I found, I can tell you've got congestive liver failure.
Well, if you know what the hell is wrong with me, make the damn diagnosis so I can get out of here.
It's as simple as that.
Unfortunately,
You just have a vital
can't
organ
do
that's failed.
I need to look into why you even have congestive liver failure in the first place.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Not at all, I'm afraid.
It doesn't make sense that this dude would still be angry about this.
The primary cause for congestive liver failure is heart failure.
Heart failure? Don't tell me.
Oh, looks like you do have an idea about this.
Of course not. I have no idea whatsoever.
Alright, just let this man die then, in peace. I don't know.
All right, pal. Let's get clear on one thing. I'm a doctor. Even if a patient's a grumpy old man like yourself, I still have to save his life. So whether you like it or not, you're gonna tell me everything I need to know to diagnose you.
Damn. Suit yourself. Huh. Heart failure. That's preposterous. Yes. 2 years ago I did. But that has nothing to do with this.
What?
I see. 2 years ago, huh? What was that about?
It's all water under the bridge. It has nothing to do with you.
Well, I'm stumped. Looks like he still wants to hide things from me.
2 years ago he had a heart attack or something?
Arguing with you is making me feel faint, you quack.
Feel faint, huh? Looks more like trouble breathing. And that's not even my fault, you old geezer. Roni, make a note of Mr. Tillman's shortness of breath.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. Dyspnea.
If I really do get sick because of you, I'll sue your ass into the ground. The country, this country needs me. What's a little chest pain compared to the well-being of our country?
I see. Chest pain, huh? I almost missed that one.
Well, it's not like you can see pain.
Roni, write that one down too. Seriously, it's like pulling teeth with this guy.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. Chest pain.
No youngster like you will stand in my way.
Chest pains and dyspnea. Man, you're so stubborn. But my suspicions of heart failure are even stronger now. How about it? Ready to cooperate with the exam yet?
All right. I'll cooperate with you. But if you don't find anything, you'll pay.
We already found liver failure. I mean, it's kind of a wrap.
Who threatens a doctor? Oh well, that's fine.
Literally people all the time.
Let's just continue the exam. I still have a feeling you're hiding something.
Ooh, what's an EKG?
All right, time for the EKG.
Well, I mean, I
Check
know
this
what an
guy's heart.
EKG is, but like, what's the gameplay thing for it?
Understood, Doctor. Beginning preparations.
Find wavelength abnormalities in the patient's electrocardiogram. Tilt up and down to compare with a normal sample and select A. This is a close enough area.
Odd. The T waves are showing negativity in this portion. Bizarre. Roni, add that to the list.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. Negative T waves.
Remind me what an EKG is again? It's an electrocardio exam, which like analyzes the chest and the heartbeat and stuff. I guess I don't know the fullest medical description of it, but that's basically what it is. It's like a heart monitor type deal. And this is like how your heart is beating. Is that it? This looks like it's bleeding too much.
The Q waves are too deep. This isn't the activity of a normal heart. Roni, write that down somewhere.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. Abnormal Q waves.
Okay. Let's go everything from the top. I mean, this is probably the same, right? Was something in this change, like, mid-case? No way, right? Okay, I guess so.
What the hell? The BNP level in his blood is abnormally high. Roni, that's worth recording.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. High BNP level.
About anything else? Like everything else is relatively normal still? Yeah, everything else is about normal. Will he let me do this now? I got my pen. Alright, so first things first. I mean, this probably will sound weird, right? Yeah, this is normal. Okay. Yeah, his heart rate's too fast.
On top of S1 and S2, I can hear some additional heart rhythms. S3 and S4.
Those are the different, like, what of the heart? Fuck, I don't remember what they're called.
Roni, jot this down.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. S3 and S4.
Ooh. There's like a weird cracking noise.
There's some odd sounds in his breathing. Discontinuous sounds. Roni, did you get that one?
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed.
Is that what the cracking is?
Discontinuous sounds.
Discontinuous? This dude's got all kinds of problems. This is not the most pleasant thing I've looked at.
I made a mistake.
No, I thought they were gonna list. That is a symptom. Let's try and narrow down what we're looking for here. This kind of helped a bit last time. Oh, it's even telling me to go back to the exam room. Okay. The patient's condition may change. I suggest you re-examine.
Heart failure.
Made a mistake.
Yes. 2 years ago I did, but arguing you...
I see. Well,
if I really do get sick because of you, the country, what's a little chest pain?
I already got everything from the stethoscope. Unless his other lung has a different thing. Yeah, okay. So there's nothing left from this. Then that means it must be a visual thing we have to confirm. Right? Leg is still shaking. Let's try and... I don't really know. Man, the difficulty really ramped up on this. Chest pain. It doesn't complain of a dry cough. Swollen fingertips? Maybe we should look for that. High ESR. Hardened blood clogs the pulmonary artery, carrying blood from the heart to the lungs, preventing blood flow. Chest pains when breathing. Condition in which blood flow to the heart decreases or is cut off, causing a lack of blood to be circulated. Okay. Severe chest pain. I don't know if it's severe, but he's mentioning chest pain. SN3 will be weaker. Fricative? Pericardium. I don't fucking hell if I know. I should double check the white blood cell count and the ESR rate. He said he was feeling faint. Did we not record that as a symptom? Abnormal Q waves and ST changes. Is that what this is? Negative T waves? So let's double check this white blood cell. And then we'll also check his fingertips. Oh, maybe the ring is like the ring.
this isn't it.
Let's take a look at the white blood cell count. That's within range. Okay. ESR is also within range. 5. Oh, fuck. Are you enjoying this more than the detective one? I mean, a bit, but it's pretty difficult.
Yes. Arguing with you is... If I... What's a little...
This is normal. This is what's negative or weird. I think I got everything I need to from there. I just don't know what else I'm supposed to get. Any ideas?
Think. A diagnostician should be able to... Sheesh. We'll have to be careful here.
What? He just said...
Sheesh. My decisions are important. I have to be sure. I can do this. Nothing to worry about. I can do this. Nothing to worry about.
I don't know.
This is a touchy situation. Made a mistake. This is how things always go. What I sometimes...
Yeah, I don't really know. Like, what?
So, you under... From the symptoms I found,
Well, if you know...
I need none of the... Oh, I'm so...
Huh, yes. 2 years...
I... Feel faint. Roni.
Country. What's a little chest pain?
Roni.
No youngster like you. Stand...
Chest pain with my suspicion. How about it? Ready to cooperate with the exam yet?
All right, but...
Let's just continue.
Okay.
Top. Roni.
We gotta redo all of these.
Roni.
Was there anything? I didn't think there was anything up with the stomach. Yeah, that's fine. T waves. What?
Made a mistake.
Looking too fast, I guess.
Roni, right?
Alright.
What the hell? Roni.
Uh... I have no idea. We already checked the eyes. That's where the jaundice is. Okay. I really don't want to look up a guide, but I don't know what else to do to move this along. Rough part about not having many people in chat. Chest pain and dyspnea, discontinuous sounds, heart 3-4, low blood pressure. Wait, I missed blood pressure? Wait, wrong thing. Oh, fuck, yeah.
All right. The patient's blood pressure is unusually low. Roni, add that to his file.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. Low blood pressure.
Well, looking at the symptoms until now, there seems to be an abnormality in the myocardium. Roni, get us approval for an X-ray.
Yes, Doctor. Beginning the approval process. Request complete. The X-ray examination is now available.
Okay. Progress.
The X-ray results are in. Please examine the images, Doctor.
All right, let's take a look at them.
Dr. Cunningham, I must explain the details of this examination to you. An X-ray examination is the most common radiography.
Isn't it usually used for checking bones, though?
Using electromagnetic radiation called X-rays, it can produce images
I guess
of
other
the
stuff would show
inside
up.
of the human body.
You don't say. Can't believe I'm getting lectured on X-rays at my age.
This is probably bad.
His heart's too large. There's definitely an abnormality after all.
Because he's got
To
a
look
strong
at the
heart.
of the myocardium, an echocardiogram would be ideal. Hey, Roni, think you'll sit through the exam?
Doctor, I am required to remind you that a patient's consent is needed before examination.
I knew you'd say that. Well, we can always narrow down the list of candidates again if we need to persuade him. But let's try going to the exam room, just in case.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed.
I mean, he sat for the
Enlarged
X-ray,
heart.
right? Why wouldn't he go to the echocardio exam?
So, we found an abnormality in your heart after all. And that means our next step is to proceed with echocardiography.
I refuse. How dare you treat me like some leper?
What?
Yeah, I get it. Stubborn as usual. Well, then let's talk about your past. What happened to you 2 years ago? So you aren't gonna tell me about that either, huh? Nothing. Well then, I'm stumped. Guess I'll have to find a hint from the information I've got.
But I guess the thing that happened 2 years ago was a heart attack.
Doctor, we have no choice but to...
Yep. Man, even you seem tolerable after dealing with that guy.
I do not understand what you mean.
Never mind. Come on, let's start the diagnosis.
So this is probably it, right? Because he mentioned... Oh, this could be it too. Heart becomes enlarged. High BNP level. Low blood pressure. Abnormal Q waves, negative T waves. S3. Discontinuous sounds. Nailed
Wow,
it.
the symptoms seem to all add up. Dilated cardiomyopathy. That's one serious disease.
Echocardiography is absolutely necessary to properly diagnose dilated cardiomyopathy.
Yeah, but we'll need some strong evidence if we're gonna convince him.
Is this not strong evidence? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of the 10 symptoms of this disease. The only reason we don't know the 10th symptom is because you haven't let us check it. Can we check for that?
Wait, a relevancy to viral myocarditis. Don't tell me that's what happened 2 years ago.
Doctor, should we return to the examination room?
Yeah, damn old geezer. This isn't funny anymore.
Was it funny?
You again, you quack? I will not let you examine me.
Quack.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got a plan this time too.
Well, what? What kind of scheme are you running here?
I don't know, just toying with the thought of leaking some interesting facts to the press. A certain politician who had viral myocarditis 2 years ago and collapsed due to heart disease.
What, you bastard? How the hell do you know about...
Bingo, huh? So it was viral myocarditis then.
Yeah. But why don't you explain to him what that is to everyone in the room so we understand?
What? Don't tell me. Did you?
Oh yeah, I lied to you. I needed confirmation that it was indeed viral myocarditis 2 years ago.
You bastard! How dare you? Who do you think I am?
A stubborn old man.
I'm not putting up with this any longer. I'm leaving.
Hey,
Shut the hell up! I will not hear another word out of you!
that's it!
Huh?
Now you listen to me.
Oh, here we go.
It doesn't matter who you are or what kind of powers you have. I'm a doctor, and as long as you're sitting in front of me, you're nothing more than a patient. Now, if you understand me, then shut up and let me do my job. Roni, send a request for echocardiography. We've got a date with the image analysis lab.
Request sent, Doctor. The echocardiography is now available.
Got dramatic for a second. I always think it's so funny how the music immediately goes back to that casual.
Roni, is the echocardiogram ready?
Yes, Doctor. It is ready for you to review.
All right, let's take a look-see.
Dr. Cunningham, I will now provide you with more information on this examination. Echocardiography is a technique of using ultrasonic waves to form an image of the heart. This examination is a safe and essential tool for observing heart irregularities and diseases.
Thanks, I had no idea. I mean, it wasn't my decision to run this exam on him, but whatever.
Doctor, I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, carry on.
These images of the patient's heart were taken by ultrasound. Yes. It all just looks like blurry nothing to me. I don't know. This is a bit darker here than normal. Like, there's this in the normal image, but this is not there on this one.
Why is this picture not as clear as the other ones?
Hey, Michael.
Roni! There's a bad image here!
It actually lies within the acceptable limits. It will not affect diagnosis.
Well, someone's feeling defiant today. Oh, well, you're right. It won't affect anything.
Please continue the diagnosis. I will prepare only the highest quality images for you from now on.
All right. No need to get snippy.
That seems normal. Alright, yeah, everything about that one seems normal. This is huge.
Just as I thought. The left ventricle is enlarged.
He's pregnant.
Roni, you got that? Jeez, it's even worse than I imagined.
Understood. New symptom observed. Enlarged left ventricle.
Let's get back to my office and decide on a diagnosis.
About to nail it.
Okay, we got all the symptoms, Roni. It's time to decide on a diagnosis.
Yes, Doctor. Please narrow down the possible diagnosis candidates.
I mean, it's just this, right? Nailed it.
So it is dilated cardiomyopathy. Looks like the worst case scenario has come true.
Diagnosis complete. Well done, Doctor. Shall we notify
He looks
the
pretty
patient?
rough for 55.
Yeah. I'll tell him myself.
Is this like fatal? Seems like we could do something.
So, have you found out what's wrong with me yet?
You're dead.
Well, yeah.
So what is it, son? What's wrong with me?
Dilated Cardiomyopathy. It's a disease where the heart muscle weakens. The myocarditis from 2 years ago is the likely cause of it.
Is it curable? When can I get back to the office?
Assuming it's not.
There's a 50% chance you'll last 5 years. 10 years, maybe 30%. You need a heart transplant. Stop worrying about work.
Don't be ridiculous!
Hey, you can stand.
Listen up, son. This country's in a pretty tight spot. It won't last without the honest folk at the range guiding it. Please, I love this nation, and I need to help save it.
Unfortunately, saving your life will have to come first.
I mean,
take my advice.
You can.
Move out to the country and wait for a donor.
Hey, what is? That's not gonna like degrade his or improve his symptoms or anything. He doesn't seem like honest folk anyway, if I'm gonna be real.
I heard Assistant Secretary Tillman has cardiomyopathy.
Dilated.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Can't we do anything? Maybe beta blockers or angiotensin.
You want someone who could die any second running the country?
I mean, most of the politicians could die any second.
He may live, but his political career is over.
We can't do anything? He's so passionate about his work.
It sounds to me like he's
Medicine
got
has its
another
limits, and passion doesn't save
5
lives.
years.
If that's all, I'm gonna get going.
Oh, wait. I need to talk to you about Joshua.
Shouldn't you be talking to the kid's family?
Aren't you his dad?
Isn't Joshua your son, Doctor?
Boy hardly knows my face. It's not much of a father.
But, Dr. Cunningham.
Kind of rude.
It's over. Sometimes you need to learn when to give up.
Alright, never mind. I don't like Dr. Cunningham as much anymore. Alright. Get back to Miss Detective here, huh? See what she's got in store for us. A mummy.
Dr. Kimishima, the corpse is already here. Are you done?
Calm down, little guy.
Kind of
I
annoys
said
me. I
I'd
don't
leave
know
in
this guy's
10
name.
minutes. It's only been 7.
Yes, but headquarters is telling me to hurry.
All right, I'll be right there. Goodbye.
Oh, Doctor, wait.
You shouldn't be allowed here. Do you need something?
My cat is sick.
Kitty doesn't seem well. Can you fix her, please?
A cat? Why are you asking me?
Because you're a doctor, miss.
How does the kid know that?
Hand it over. Looks like she swallowed something. She'll be fine.
Really?
It's common for cats to swallow foreign objects. Still, wait here for a moment.
Okay. Thank you, miss.
Thanks, huh? Right.
Was she mad that the kid said thanks?
Sorry I'm late. Is everything ready?
Dr. Kimishima, you're really late. Huh?
What are you looking at?
Oh, what happened to your hands?
A cat did it.
A cat? I never figured you for a cat person.
Be quiet. I thought you were in a rush here. Are we ready?
Right. I'll get ready now.
What's that noise? Is it like the... I guess the refrigerator in the morgue? So are they gonna explain this? Like why, her phone rings with dead bodies? It hurts, Mom, Dad, help me.
I see. So you were cut short too. All right. I'll reel in the thread of truth.
All her lines are so dramatic.
Explain the situation to me one more time, little guy.
Right.
Human bones found in the riverbed, reported by homeless man walking his dog.
A skeletonized corpse was found in a river 50 kilometers out of the city. We don't know who it is, but evidence suggests it's female. A homeless man out walking his dog reported finding it. The preliminary cause of death is being ruled as a drowning.
Like you said, the body is completely skeletonized. We won't be able to ID her until we reform her skeleton.
I also have records from the questioning of the body's finder.
Huh, I'm impressed. For you, that's a brilliant move.
Please, that's not much of a compliment. I'll leave the recorder here. Check it when you need to.
Good. Let's begin. Show me how your life's thread was severed.
There's not much to autopsy then, right? I'm amazed her clothes are still intact if her skin has disintegrated. At least I assumed that was her clothes.
Dr. Kimishima, can you hear me?
No.
Yes, I can hear you. Why are you calling for me on the intercom?
Well, it's about the corpse.
Huh. I do have the corpse here, in a bag. Is this some kind of joke?
Oh, sorry, that was the most reliable way to get it to you. The skeleton had fallen apart, so I had them transported like this.
I can't build a skeleton model.
Huh, I see. So what am I supposed to do with it?
Please work on putting it back together. I'll start with the body. So can you please start restoring the skull, Doctor?
All right, I'll take care of that.
Thank you. Let me know when you start on it.
Oh, the bones have deteriorated too, but the clothes are fine?
When you do, I'll come pick up the rest.
It's like the body bag to begin restructuring the skull. Assemble the shattered pieces back together. Okay. It's a little puzzle. Seems like it's a bit much for a drowning if she, her skull is smashed, right? It would take a lot for bones to decay. Also, how'd they find all the pieces? A lot of questions we're getting here. The start of this minigame is fun. I hope we don't have to do this like a dozen times. I haven't done a puzzle, like, put together a puzzle in a long time. That seemed like... I don't know. That doesn't really seem like that would fit. Man, this skull is like fucking smashed. A person said that was decay, yeah, right? I mean, maybe. That's
done.
cool.
Let's take a look.
I like little puzzles like that.
Looking at this skull, I'd place the victim's age in the early 20s. That's rather young. The bone structure suggests a high probability that the victim is female. I might find something out if I have the FBI analyze it in detail.
How's it going over there, Dr. Kimishima? I'm done with the body here.
Great timing. I just finished myself.
All right, I'll put the skull back with the rest of the skeleton.
Once that's done, let's begin investigating the corpse.
It honestly seems like the skull would be much easier to do than the skeleton. Unless the bones are all intact and he just has to like reassemble it. How would you transport just a skeleton like this? I wonder what they do for that. Legs are shattered.
The femurs of both legs have been fractured.
Man, this person had a rough fucking time.
The hardest bone in the human body. It it would have taken a massive amount of power to break both of them at once.
Weird, too, because it wouldn't have been from a fall from the femurs, because these are fine. Those are intentionally smashed, I guess? What's this? Dirt?
What's this? The bones discolored? I've never seen anything like this before. I'll need a more detailed look at it.
There's nothing particularly unusual about the fact that the skull was smashed. Weird, okay. That's probably it for the skeleton, I think. So there's a hole where the, oh, she was ran over by a car. Fire trucks.
These are tire marks. So was the victim run over by a car? Huh. That doesn't make sense, though, because the victim was...
Near a river? One of these two. Underwater of some kind. Floating?
Concentrate.
Oh, seriously?
That's right. The corpse was found at a river. There may be some exceptions, but you usually don't find cars driving in the river.
Hey, they can drive near a river, though. Jesus, was she stabbed a whole bunch? What's up with this? Nothing out of the ordinary. I guess this is just supposed to be, like, ragged because it was underwater.
This. It's a bloodstain. However, it doesn't appear to have originated from a hemorrhaging injury. That's because...
Oh, I don't know. The bloodstains on her clothing are due to injury, then there's a problem that it... too much blood? No damage on the skeleton? I mean, her body's gone, so...
Yes. If this blood is from external injuries, then the clothing would be damaged as well. However, the clothes have no such marks. Could she have been hemorrhaging from some other reason?
Not damaged? This is broken.
This is the necklace the victim was wearing.
It's Maya Fey.
Is this stone agate? It's shattered in half. How much force would it take for this stone to break like this? In any case, this is unusual for a corpse that's supposedly drowned in a river.
What's weird is because it prompted me that we found everything for the clothes, but it didn't prompt me for the skeleton, so I feel like maybe I missed something on the skeleton? Okay, yeah. Maybe something with her chest? Are these? Okay. Hip bones? No. Jesus. What else could it be? Guy, Michael? Alright, I don't know. Let's keep moving.
Hey, little guy, can you do me a favor and get a bone analysis?
Yes, of course. Is it to identify the body?
Mm-hmm, that's right. Start with dental records.
I'll get right on that. I'll let you know when the results come in.
Yes, please do. Hey, little guy, I'd like to get your opinion on something.
Me? Oh, I didn't think you'd ever ask me to...
Enough chit-chat. I'm transferring some data over to you.
Oh, okay. What is this? Can you wait a moment? I'll compare it with the database here.
What is up with this dude?
It's as I thought. No matches. I've never seen this before. Not even at the place I used to work.
Huh. So does that mean you don't know the first thing about it?
I'm sorry, but that's correct.
Fine. At least I know now that there isn't any information.
Unknown pathological change. Disease of some kind, I guess.
The fractures on both legs match the locations of the tire marks left on the clothing. That means these fractures were...
fucking broken when they were run over. What?
That's right. These fractures in the legs appeared when she was run over by a car. How then did these marks appear on a corpse found in the river? This is a new mystery.
Listen to the recording. Mr. Homeless Man.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, good timing. There's something I need to tell you.
I'm listening. What is it?
The team that collected the corpse has turned in an investigation report. It seems that a type of tick was found in the ground where the corpse is located.
Ticks?
Yes, depending on the season and environment, various insects are attracted to corpses.
Okay.
They normally leave once the body's been reduced to the bone. But some ticks burrow underground and remain there for a while
Ticks are
afterwards.
fucking scary, man.
True. They'll
I remember reading about this
well,
tick that if
but
it bites you, you become like allergic to meat. Fuck that, dude.
perhaps the ticks could tell us something.
I'm shocked like some vegan group hasn't like used them as a bioweapon. The insects found in the ground around where the body was tell us how long it had been there.
Right. We could use the ticks to determine how long the corpse had been there.
Amazing, Doctor. I didn't think you'd know about that.
Mm-hmm. So, was the time of death calculated?
Yes, it seems to have only been about a month ago. That's not too long, biologically speaking.
No one reported this person missing in a month?
A month? True, that is rather fast for a corpse to have been skeletonized. All right. Thank you, little guy.
John Doe initially discovered the corpse. He was asked about the circumstances when he found it. One thing that's weird about this recording thing is I just noticed doing Gabe's cases again is that Gabe's will just show the text boxes without having to listen to stuff, but hers will not. Anyway, what's this thing?
Hey, can you see if they'll get me some of that Mooper's chicken, huh? Oh, this juicy fat drips out when you take a bite. Tasty.
I don't want some chicken now.
Huh? Sam ain't just a dog. He's my best friend in the whole world. Don't be stupid. You want to know how I found that body? It's all thanks to Sam, you know?
What's up with, in media, homeless men always having dogs?
We were walking down by the river when old Sam, he suddenly runs off. And he comes back with a bone in his mouth. I took a better look and damn if it ain't a lady's arm. It scared the hell out of me, you know? So I went and called the cops. Huh? I ain't going near no dead body. That's just creepy. Oh, hey, if she was missing, was there any reward for finding her? I mean, dead or alive, right?
Little guy, that man who found the corpse might be telling us one hell of a lie.
Really? Nothing about that seems crazy.
What do you mean?
In his testimony, he claims that he never saw the corpse, correct?
Yes.
Yet there is something he said that he couldn't have known unless he had seen the corpse previously.
That it was a lady?
There was? Wait, what was it?
Do I really have to point it out to you?
Yes, please.
Hey. Sam ain't just a dog. Don't be stupid. It's all thanks to... Yeah. And he comes back with a...
He said that his dog had brought back an arm bone. Even for a forensic scientist, it would be difficult to determine the sex from just that.
That's true.
That means that the man who found the corpse is...
a liar. Saw the corpse, knew the victim, smelled her perfume, and supernatural powers. I would say he saw the corpse.
That's right. He must have seen the corpse in person.
When maybe did something to the skeleton to make it deteriorate?
He then made an assumption of the corpse's gender based on the remaining articles of clothing.
Oh, I guess that's true. You just saw the skeleton. You might not have seen the body. That's a fair point.
All right, little guy. Let's look at the information in detail.
Sure, but why would he lie?
A good question. Here's one possible explanation. He didn't want the authorities to know that he had been at the scene.
But it's not a crime to discover a dead body. Why would he try to hide that?
The most likely reason why he didn't want it to be known is...
Victim was alive, hates the police, he tampered with the scene. stole something from the,
Indeed, because he tampered with the scene.
I like that this indeed is talking to the player.
It's likely that he did something that would get him in trouble if it was discovered.
Oh, I see. That would explain his behavior.
The question is, what did he do? Little guy? Go interrogate him once more.
Trust me. I'll make sure he doesn't hold anything back from me this time.
Oh, maybe he tried to, take the necklace or something? Alright. Now we gotta finally suck it up and figure out what's wrong with the, skeleton. Huh? I feel like there's still more information I can get here. But what? I don't know. Man, I really don't want to have to keep looking stuff up, but like, Jesus, I don't fucking know. Oh, this broken finger.
The little finger appears to be fractured here.
That was subtle.
What could have caused this bone to break? That's all the information we can obtain from the corpse and other articles up to this point.
So, Dr. Kimishima, is the cause of death drowning after all?
Bruh.
No, there's a good possibility that the cause of death was something else. The damage to the skeleton is too severe for drowning to have been the cause. Her skull itself was...
shining.
Yes, it was completely shattered. Even if animals had damaged the bones, they wouldn't have done that. Her skull was shattered by an extremely strong impact of some sort.
I mean, she wouldn't have even had a fucking head left to drown.
A strong impact to the head. That isn't consistent with a drowning.
Oh my god.
There's more to it than that, though.
Naomi, the only remotely detective or competent one on the detective team.
During the autopsy, the corpse's femurs were... Right. The femur is supposed to be the most durable bone in the human skeletal system.
I always thought it was the kneecap. Like, isn't the cap on the knee? I mean, I guess its position makes it more difficult, but...
However, both her femurs were completely fractured. This also suggests that some kind of powerful impact had occurred.
This poor woman, man.
I see. Also in the area where the corpse had been found.
I mean, I guess she could have been run over, and then, like, the one tire smashed her legs, the other smashed her head, right?
The water level was low, and there are no waterfalls, rapids, or records of floods. There's nothing in the river itself that would cause such damage to the corpse.
Yes, but that's all we know for now. It's risky for us to assume anything beyond that. Little guy, get approval from HQ.
Wait, are you going down to the river?
No. She didn't die in the river. The evidence we have suggests that the actual place of death was... Right. This location is the most likely place.
Understood. I'll make arrangements for us to go right away.
Yes, please do so. Now, let's head out.
Cool. Going to begin examining the scene. Oh, this is the other half of her necklace, it looks like.
This piece of stone isn't a natural shape. Somebody had to work on this. I feel like I've seen something similar recently.
Yes.
Long skid marks and signs of a collision. What do these tell us?
This is a racetrack.
Yes, it's apparent that a car accident happened here.
Found all the information I can. Really? That's all the information we can find here? You're not gonna make me come back there in a couple minutes, are you? Because we confirmed there was a car accident and a necklace broken?
That's correct. The two shards fit perfectly. That clears something up for us now, and that is...
She was killed. The broken necklace found with the body goes with the stone piece found at the accident. This tells us that she was killed by a female. Hey, what's up, Kaiman? The victim stole the necklace. The victim was on the bridge. I think that's the only thing we can get. Yeah.
Yes. The victim was on the bridge where the accident occurred. There's no conclusive evidence of how she died yet, but this may be a clue.
This one's already better because I haven't, like, already pieced together what the fuck happened. The indications of an accident in the area where the victim might have died.
Yes. There's evidence that the victim had been on the bridge when the accident took place. There's evidence of having been in a car accident on the victim's body and clothing. That evidence is...
Fractures and tire marks. Indications of an accident that were visible at the accident scene and on the victim's clothing were fractures and tire marks. Fractured toes. Not her toes.
Yes, that's right.
At least say
Taking
fractured
these two
finger.
facts into account.
That might trip somebody up who's like just skimming through it. Toes haven't been mentioned yet. Sounds like a nice lunch, Calumet. I actually just signed up for a Blue Apron subscription, so I can start getting meals sent to me. I'm hoping that'll both improve my diet and like I'll get to try new foods and stuff that I normally wouldn't get.
It's quite likely that the victim was in an accident to that place.
And luckily, and hopefully it should give me instructions on how to like cook these things and I can start learning how to cook and do things like that. Cause I can cook like basic shit, like, but nothing fancy. So maybe that'll help me out. I'm kind of excited actually. Body was discovered near the river, but the victim had been in an auto accident. Those are the kinds of things you cook yourself. Yeah, I know. Like you cook them yourself, but like it should help me learn how to cook this stuff. There must be something else I need to. And try to hide the tampered with the crime. Did he break her finger trying to steal a ring or something? Fuck, I don't know. Both of these cases today, first the diagnostician one and now this one, I'm like getting stumped pretty hard today. I'm just gonna pair this now with every card here. I don't. Alright, hang on. Let's go through these. Bloodstains on the clothing. Clothes weren't damaged. What caused this? This is a pathological change from the color of bones. The man that found the body tried to hide the fact he tampered with the scene. The ticks. Thanks, Calumet. The ticks found near the body indicate the body had been there for a month. Okay. The little finger on the skeleton's right hand is fractured. I'm curious to how that happened.
Little guy, does this information tell us anything?
Give me a moment. Let's see here.
That he was in a car accident. I figured it out.
Lupain thought to have come from a vehicle was found on the area of the collision along the guardrail. We're investigating what kind of vehicle it's from, but that could take some time.
So this means that a blue vehicle ran into the guardrail here. Any other details?
Well, we can use the skid marks to determine how many tires the vehicle had. It seems this vehicle had 2 wheels on the front axle.
So a car.
Behind that, there were 2 more axles, both with 2 tires on each side.
Think the victim was injured in the car wreck? I don't think so. I think they were run over. Because the car wasn't at the, I think that someone hit them. They were like walking on that bridge, someone hit them, and then rolled them off the bridge.
That means there were 10 tires total. Judging from the number and positions of the tires, it must be...
a large truck. Yeah, I don't know, it's definitely not these two. So she was hit by a semi.
Yes. The pairs of tires are for dispersing the weight of the load it's carrying. Thus, this vehicle is designed for transporting heavy shipments.
Wait, why is it called Blue Truck?
I see. I'll get in touch with the investigators about this.
Okay.
Please do. Hopefully they can use this to find other things.
The blue truck involved in the accident. Okay, I don't know how we know it's blue.
There's no doubt that the victim had been run over in this case. If the victim had been killed in this accident, how long ago did the accident take place?
Numerical answers. Oh no. About 1 month. Okay, okay.
There's no doubt if the how long. Right. The victim died about a month ago. If the victim did die from the accident itself would have taken place a month ago as well.
Dr. Kimishima, we've identified who the body was.
Great. Was there a hit in the dental record?
Okay, they should have just had the tutorial be this case. I don't know, that first one sucked. This one's good so far.
That's right. The victim here is
she's
Veronica Cage. She was 23 years old.
Actually just kind of looks like a recolor of Laura from earlier. She's got the same, like, freckled scratch marks on her chin, her cheeks. Or what was her name? I don't remember. From the first stream that Laura Bailey voiced.
It seems she was living with her parents 8 kilometers from where the accident took place.
I see. We're making progress. Has the family been notified?
This was the shirt she was wearing in the accident, and looks like her necklace as well.
Yes, that's been done. There was something odd about it, though.
Huh, what's that?
The parents hadn't submitted a missing persons report, though their daughter had been gone for a month.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about. I said that earlier. No one reported her missing?
You must have had a happy childhood, little guy. Every family has its own problems.
But nobody reported her missing?
Huh. We questioned them just in case. The interviews were recorded. If you need to listen to them, check the voice recorder.
Huh, alright. Anything else?
Oh, one more thing. About the man who discovered the body. Like you thought, it looks like he tampered with the crime scene. We interrogated him again, and he's currently being detained. You can use the recorder to listen to that interview as well.
Alright. I want to know what he'd been doing there.
Alright.
Right. Since we now know who she is, this information should be consolidated. 23 years old. She must never have imagined that she would die so young.
Yeah, yikes.
I don't sympathize with you, but I'll do my best. For your sake.
I don't sympathize with you. Why not? Dying at 23 would suck. I should analyze the corpse once more? Why? I'm just gonna listen to the voice recordings. Oof. It looks pretty fucked up. The father of the victim. She also looks beat up. That's concerning. Wait, fuck. What's the question I'm looking for? Oh, yeah. Never mind, you just listen to this one.
I hate to say this when I know you're doing your best to help, but I've always known that something like this would happen to her one day. Yes, we expected it. That's why we didn't request a search or post a reward. I mean, sometimes a machine's just too broken to be repaired. Isn't that right? What, this injury? I fell down while taking a walk. It's embarrassing. Getting old is misery. Anyway, we'd like to go home as soon as we can. My wife isn't in the best of health. I have a bad back, too. It hurts more and more the longer I sit here.
Yikes. This reminds me of L.A. Noire, but without the facial expressions of, like, hey, this person's, like, obviously telling a lie, and, like, so they're giving the actor cues of, like, you're lying. And so the voice actor just, like, blatantly lies. It's kind of like when L.A. Noire, like, when they instruct the actor to, like, make the facial expressions of, like, you're lying. And then everyone's like, what do I look like when I lie? Like, so I kind of got that vibe from him in the voice scene with it, like, and you're lying about this line. And he's like, okay, I fell when I got hurt.
Yes, I'm all right. I suppose that I'd been expecting this to happen one day. My daughter, she was a kind girl, but ever since she dropped out of high school, well, she lost most of her friends and was practically alone in the world. At some point, she started going out almost every night. Sometimes she didn't come home for an entire month. We thought that's what happened this time, too.
That doesn't make sense.
I slipped on the stairs. Yes, my husband and I are both getting rather old.
It seems that the victim's relationship with her family wasn't going well.
Dropping out of high school, going out every night? Sounds like a typical delinquent.
That's not the best way to describe it, but I can't say she was well behaved.
Yeah, did the parents' testimonies tell you anything
So
else?
what I picked up on as well there is that the husband was like, yeah, we figured something would happen, like that she was dead or something, and then the wife was like, she's done it before, so we just thought she would still be partying or whatever.
There's something that bothered me more than just what they said. What caught my attention about the father was... It wasn't major, but there was some injury to his face. And in the mother's testimony, my attention was caught by...
This looks like it'll be a sad case, just the way
Yes.
the parents are beating.
She had some signs of severe bruising as well.
But they both said that they'd gotten hurt by falling down.
Okay.
Huh. You're not paying attention. Take a closer look at both of them.
So whoever killed their daughter most likely is also, like, intimidating their parents into silence.
They both have multiple injuries, but each injury is in a different state of healing. This means that...
They were hurt repeatedly. Have accelerated healing factors. He's Wolverine.
Right. How many people do you know who fall down several times a week?
I see. You have a point there. Then why were these two...
I don't know yet. But they must have a reason for hiding the cause of their injuries.
think the man with the dog did it? I don't. He, oh wait, I'm supposed to listen to his other... I was so caught up with the parents, I forgot to listen to his other testimony. I don't know, he's just some homeless guy. I doubt he's really intimidating this, family into not doing anything.
I mean, sorry. I was, just looking around for anything I might be able to sell. And then we found that woman's, well, his bones near the riverbed. Yeah, Sam was leading the way, and we found that dead body. Huh? Well, hell, I saw the underwear. I mean, it's not that hard to tell the difference. Yeah, the necklace was cracked, so I took the earring. I looked around for a while, but I only found one of them. And who's gonna buy one earring? I can't even sell it. Yeah, you can have it. It's worthless junk. Anyway, I called the cops after that. I thought I might pick myself up a sweet little reward, huh? Yeah, there is gonna be a reward, right? How much? Huh? No reward? Obstruction of justice? Hell, finding that stupid body's brought me nothing but trouble. No cash, and now I'm getting sent to the can. Well, at least they feed you there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I mean, he's getting a meal. Think about it, it's a roundabout way to get it, but he's getting a meal. Oh, right, I'm supposed to click, like what he did.
I was, and then we found that woman. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, the next.
Such a petty thing to do.
I looked around. And who's gonna buy one? Anyway, I called the cops after that. Yeah, there. Huh? Hell. No cash, and now I'm getting. Well.
Wait.
I was. It's just. Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
Wait.
What a coward. I see. I understand.
Why is this what he did? Who's gonna buy one earring? What? Why wasn't the last point that whatever?
He claimed that he hadn't seen the corpse to hide the fact that he stole one of her earrings.
I mean, if it had like a diamond in it or something, it would still have some value.
This man deserves a severe punishment. I should tell the little guy about it.
Kind of like how she said that. Oh wait, I thought I was supposed to... Oh, there we go. Wait.
Huh. Yes, these two facts do tell us something. It's more than that the person who had found the corpse stole something. There's one more important fact involved with this case, and that is...
Ow. The information at hand indicates that the victim was totally styling. Is missing an earring. That wasn't at the scene of the crime.
Yes, only one of the victim's earrings was at the scene. Either it came off somewhere, or she was only wearing one all along. Where could the other earring have gone?
I don't know, sent flying when she got hit by a car? Alright, we're analyzing that about the local injuries because it might be at the hospital. Did you find the other ring? Okay. Just dropping by to say they call it trauma center for a reason. Thanks. I appreciate you stopping by. If you can, feel free to stick around. Enjoy the drama. Alright, so I think she said there was something else we could discover from the corpse, right? I don't really know what, though. Maybe now that we know it's female? Seems like there isn't any more information. Okay. Have you played Somnium Files? I do actually have a stream playthrough of Somnium Files on my channel. The first one, though, not the second one. I haven't had a chance to play the second one yet, so please don't spoil the second Somnium Files. But I have played the first one, and I streamed my whole playthrough of it. So if you want to see me bawl hysterically as a grown man, feel free to watch that playthrough. I don't know, if you're new to the channel, feel free to check out my playlist tab. I have like hella games I've played through on this channel. Played through all the Zero Escape games, Danganronpa, a lot of games similar to this one if you enjoy this. Okay, so nothing else to, okay. We got distracted a bit chatting. You said there was something else to discover with the body. Mostly Iba. Iba's route. Did you finish your replay? No, that's the reason I haven't had a chance to get into the second Somnium Files yet, is because I still haven't finished my replay of the first game. I actually don't really know what else I'm supposed to do right now. Maybe we have to go back to the scene of the crime. Yeah, let's go to the scene of the crime. Maybe we need to try to find the earring. Oh, there's nothing else to be learned from this area. Okay. So it must be something on the computer then that we're trying to piece together. Doesn't seem like there's anything more I can learn by examining personal facts. Really?
Dr. Kimishima, we've identified the vehicle from the accident.
That's crazy. There's like no way they'd be able to identify that shit.
Good. That's rather quick. For you guys.
That feels super quick. Hey, we found a random semi from a month ago. With like, I mean, I guess they can match the tire tracks, but I feel like in a month the semi's changing the tires like more than once, right? They're like literally burning rubber all the time.
Hey, come on. We're a national government agency. We'll have the recording from the driver's interview later. He pretty much admits to what we suspected had happened. So, case closed?
Easy there. It's too early to relax yet.
What do you mean? I mean, the culprits...
Do you think that just catching the truck driver will solve this case?
Doesn't it?
A 23-year-old woman was walking alone in the mountains 8 kilometers from home.
Yeah, on a fucking bridge with, like, no sidewalks or anything like that.
You think she was just walking the dog?
Yeah, what?
Okay, that does sound odd. So the investigation's not over yet.
Indeed. Go look into the parents' hospital.
Little guy is, like, always ready to fucking wrap up the investigation. Like, literally anything happens, and she's like... And he's like, alright. We're done.
From the size of those bruises, they would have needed to be treated at a hospital.
Got it. What will you be doing, Dr. Kimishima?
I'm going to investigate the victim's house. Keep the parents in custody until I'm done.
Right. I'll tell the ones in charge right now.
Due to witness testimony, time of accident has been removed. Cool, we can go to more than one scene now. This doesn't seem like a 23-year-old's place. This is where the victim lived. Why is this broken?
These pieces of glass seem to have come from a mirror. Let's see.
That's bad luck.
Ah, the mirror on the dresser's been broken.
I like
wonder what happened to it.
I like that she covered up the broken mirror, but not the like pile of glass on the floor.
It's an ordinary package of breath mints. You can get them anywhere. Still. Just as I thought. These aren't mints in here.
They're drugs.
These markings seem to indicate that this medication was produced for a pharmacy. I might be able to ask the little guy to find out just what it is.
This looks kind of messy.
It's a dresser, but the mirror's shattered. What happened to it? What happened?
Oh, yeah, there's another part of the room. Well, the light can detect stuff without the luminol spray, right? You just imagine someone going like this all over a fucking crime scene.
Broken glass? It seems to have come from the mirror on the dresser. A reaction to the luminol. It seems there's something here that isn't part of the broken mirror. This. It's the same earring that the man who had found the body had stolen. But what would this be doing here?
Is that how she shattered her skull? Getting fucking smashed into the mirror? It's from the Mirror Universe. Doctor Strange.
Indeed. All the shattered glass was neatly placed in one area. That means that someone had cleaned up the glass shards. They must have swept up the earring along with the glass. If that's the case, was the earring with the glass pieces when the mirror was broken? In any case, since it reacted with the spray, there must be blood on this earring. I'll need to have the little guy analyze it and see if it tells us anything.
Interesting.
Dr. Kimishima, we've received the interview with the truck driver from the accident.
Huh, all right. How did he seem?
It's easy to sympathize with him. Sounds like a case of wrong time, wrong place.
I see. All right, I'll check the recorder.
Please do. I'll transfer it over to you.
I need to pay careful attention to his account of what happened before and after the accident. What Veronica was doing prior to being hit, and what the driver did afterwards.
So, I mean, this guy's already going to jail
That's
for
what
hit
I
and
should
run.
be sure to listen for.
Oof. Looks like Thor after he lost his powers. Man arrested on hit and run charges. He was asking about what happened. He was asked about what happened during and after. Let's just listen to the whole thing.
I didn't do anything. I don't know. A woman. That woman. It's not my fault. I was supposed to drive a shipment to a nearby town. Damn it, they forced me to do it. Why the hell would someone be sleeping in the middle of a mountain road at midnight anyway? It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I turned a corner and she was lying on the bridge.
She wasn't asleep.
I slammed on the brakes, but I wasn't fast enough, and I ran over.
She was already dead.
I got out of the truck to see, and she wasn't breathing. I panicked and I threw her off the bridge. I don't know why. It's just I wanted to make it look like nothing happened, that I wouldn't be involved. You mean, what did she look like? I don't remember anything, but her arms and legs were cold and hard and wouldn't bend at all.
Yeah,
Picking her up was a real pain.
She was already dead.
What do you want?
It was 7, right?
It's not my fault.
No, 8.
It's not my fault. I turned a corner. I slammed on the brake. I got out of the truck to see. I panicked.
Wait.
Damn it, they forced me to do it. Why the hell would someone be... I panicked. I don't know. I wanted to make it... I mean... But picking her up with...
Oh, now what do I gotta click on? That was definitely it, that she was already dead.
Damn it. Why the...
She was sleeping on the bridge?
Why?
This seems a little odd.
Why is this the one? Why? So I think you have to click the audio line that's after what is the note you're like trying to listen to, because she's saying now she was sleeping in the bridge, but the voice line that we had to click on was I turned the corner and she was on the bridge, when the previous line was she was sleeping on the bridge.
If this man was telling the truth, then the victim had already collapsed there from the start. It doesn't seem like he was lying, but what in the world does this mean?
What'd you do afterwards?
truck to...
Panicked and threw up.
This means that the victim wasn't knocked off the bridge by being struck by a vehicle. Yes, both these facts relate to the victim.
She passed on the bridge or was dead and placed there to make it look like an accident. I'm thinking what happened is she was killed when her head was smashed into the mirror. And then so whoever killed her took her to the bridge and dumped her body on the bridge so someone would run it over. Or someone forced the guy to deliver something, so they dumped her body on the bridge and then forced this poor dude to make a delivery, which would take him along this bridge, and then he accidentally ran her over and then panicked.
If I were to sum up the driver's account prior to the accident,
so they were probably going
the
to set
victim
him up
was...
for, like, running her over, but then they got a bonus when he chucked her off the bridge. I didn't read the question.
The victim had already been collapsed on the road. And after he ran her over, the driver... Yes, he threw the victim over the bridge. Little guy, what's the FBI's opinion about this?
He's already admitted to killing her. Why would he lie about that?
Oh my god.
Indeed. His account coincides with the evidence I had found as well.
But what about the discolored bones? Why would you just be sleeping on the mountainside? No one's going like, God, the FBI sucks, especially this dude. Like, literally, the next, like, even remote sense of the case, he's like, alright. She drowned.
What evidence?
Well, if she had been standing when she was hit by the truck, the fractures to her bones would have indicated a strong impact from one certain direction. In this case, nothing of that sort was observed.
I see. What about the shattered skull, then?
The skull fractures are consistent with a strong impact to the top of the head. It would be unnatural for it to have been due to a car accident. Considering what happened to the victim, it can be deduced that something else caused that fracture. That is...
She was run over the truck, she was thrown off the bridge, she was brought to the bridge. Maybe not. Maybe she wasn't smashed, her head wasn't smashed against the mirror. Unless this is right. She sounds so annoyed.
Yes. If she was unconscious when she fell from the bridge, the fracture due to an impact to the top of the skull is understandable.
I see. You're right, that does make more sense.
Yes.
This poor
However,
girl got
that raises
ragdolled after she
questions
was
about
dead.
the victim herself. Why in the world was this woman so far from home? And why would she be lying in the middle of a bridge in the mountains at that time of night?
That's a valid point. I guess there are still some mysteries left unsolved.
This does
here.
sound like something you would hear on like one of that old Unsolved Mysteries TV show. All it needs is the spooky announcer going, "But why was she so far from home in the middle of the night on the bridge asleep?"
Indeed. We'll have to
Wish I
continue
had a voice as
investigating in
epic
more
as the
detail.
guy who did that like Unsolved Mysteries TV show from back in the day.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, we were able to look into the parents' injuries.
Good job. What did you find?
Yes, there were records that the parents had been going to a hospital, like you said. Let's see, it looks like they'd started being frequent visitors to the hospital 2 months ago.
This is so much better. I can't believe they set up this chick's detective story with that fucking horrible first case.
How many times is frequent?
Oh, we didn't check every detail, but it was several times, ending about a month ago.
So I'm getting, this must be like a whole drug ring thing? Maybe she stole drugs, and then the drug dealer went after the parents, beat them up to figure out why, then threatened to kill them.
The hospital staff seemed worried since many of the injuries seemed to be signs of abuse.
Did they tell the doctors who had been physically assaulting them?
No, they didn't. However, some of their injuries were quite severe.
Aren't doctors supposed to, like, automatically report the police signs of abuse?
The mother seemed to have suffered some visual impediments due to a wound on her eye.
I see. Further investigation is required to determine who had been abusing them.
Cause of injuries has become parents' hospital records. Oh, need to know about the
Hey,
blood.
little guy, I need you to analyze something.
Sure, send it over to me. I see. There's blood on it. The DNA matches the victim as well. Also, this metal fitting seems warped. Could it be worn out from use?
That doesn't seem to be the case. Look again at the bloodstain.
The bloodstain?
It's not on the ornament. It's on the needle part that goes through the ear. If there's blood there that matches the victim, then the earring was...
If that's the case, the damage to the fitting makes sense. But what could happen that would cause an earring to be torn off?
Those hoop earrings? God, that always, like, when I see girls wearing that, I always get, like, fucking scared. It also reminds me of those, what are those earrings called? They used to be popular back in the day. Where, you know what I'm talking about? Where people would put, like, those discs in their ear, and they would make the hole, like, they would make the, like, where the ear piercing was, like, bigger over time. That used to be a fad, too. I think they were called gauges. I don't know. But anyway, those types of earrings, hoops and those, I think they're called gauges, those earrings both always, like, freaked me out. Because what if something just yanked that shit? Ripped your ear off.
I don't know yet. Still, there must be some connection to everything else here. I think this information may lead us to some more concrete evidence.
That type of body modification stuff was really popular in the early 2000s. It's not as popular anymore. I think because a lot of people grew up and realized you, like, can't fix your earlobe after that.
True. Both of these facts relate to the earrings. The victim was discovered with only one of these earrings, and the other one was discovered in her room with her blood on it. Normally, if someone had an earring torn off to the point that it caused bleeding, they would have to realize that something was wrong. Still, the victim was on a bridge 8 kilometers away from her home. What this shows is that
She's taken by force. Nailed it.
that's right. She didn't leave this room by her own will. She was probably forced out of here by someone else. That could explain how one of the earrings was left in the room.
This happened a month ago. Did no one clean up the room? Well, I think she lived alone.
But why would whoever abducted her leave her on a bridge 8 kilometers away? I feel like there's a lot of truth that remains to be uncovered.
Dr. Kimishima, the results of the analysis on the corpse have come back.
Good. Did they find anything new?
It looks that way. The report indicates that the fractures to the femurs and skull, they were all posthumous injuries.
So these wounds were inflicted after
Well, we knew the leg injuries were after death, but the skull one being after death. Oh, I guess that would mean that the skull, yeah, was from the fall as well. So then her skull was not broken when she was smashed into the mirror.
Yes, that's what the report says.
What about the fractured finger?
The victim's femurs were fractured in the accident with the truck. Her skull was shattered when her body was dropped from the bridge.
I feel like the two cards that you're connecting should still show up here when this dialogue's happening, but anyway.
We've confirmed that both those injuries occurred after death. From those facts, it's clear that when the victim was on the bridge,
boom, already dead.
yes, even if she hadn't been run over by the truck, she was already dead. That means that the driver was telling the truth in his interrogation.
Then does that mean that she was kidnapped from her room, murdered, and then had her corpse dumped on that bridge?
I don't know that just yet. We'll need to investigate a little more.
Okay. Oh, analyze this, please.
Hey, little guy. I need you to analyze this medication.
It's a combination of different stuff, so it looks like she was probably just doing whatever.
Yes, of course. Did you find
Not an actual prescription.
That's right. It looks like it's prescribed medication. But what is it?
Who knows? It's definitely no common over-the-counter drug. I'd suspect that this would have to be prescribed by a doctor before someone can buy it.
Oh yeah, people always follow the law.
I see, that makes sense. This could mean that the victim had attended a hospital. Was the victim suffering from some kind of injury or disease?
The bone discoloration thing.
If our analysis continues, we may find something out.
Damn. I thought the image showed multiple different types of pills. Must not be the case.
Can you do something for me, little guy? I need this bone analyzed in detail.
Oh, sure. What do you mean by in detail, though?
Don't do a half-assed job? I don't know, what the fuck? What kind of question is that?
I just need to know if this fracture occurred before or after death.
This must have happened while she was still alive. Take a look at this area here. You can see where it started healing.
Great. I thought as much. All right, thank you.
I know I made fun of this yesterday's stream, but I guess there must be some way, that must be how they tell if it's posthumous or not. Maybe your body does immediately start releasing some kind of reaction to heal stuff the second an injury happens. I would have thought it would be like kind of a delayed reaction. Maybe not.
There's no knowing yet if this has anything to do with this case. But I do know now that this fracture occurred while she was still alive.
I think that's all we can do for the computer for now. Oh, maybe not. Can you find the hospital where this prescription was written? Oh, why wasn't this covered when we gave him the medicine last time? Alright.
Oh, by the way, Dr. Kimishima, about that prescription.
Did you find something out?
Yes, we found which hospital the victim had been going to and requested her charts. It says Veronica had been to the hospital a month prior to her death.
So 2 months ago.
Her symptoms were migraines, visual and auditory hallucinations, mood swings, and aggression.
Jesus.
It also says she was vomiting blood and had convulsions, along with hemoptysis.
What wasn't wrong with this woman?
Convulsions? Vomiting blood?
Yes, that's what it says. The doctors urged her to have more detailed
That's a
examinations.
lot of extreme symptoms.
But it seems that she had no intention of listening to them. In the end, she left the hospital and whatever disease she had went unconfirmed.
If only her doctor had forced her to be hospitalized.
We literally just went over about how that cannot be the case.
That's just how things are these days. People don't really get concerned about strangers.
What? We literally just spent our last case with Gabe about how patient's consent is always required. Although if she's mentally unstable because of audio and visual hallucinations, I feel like you can kind of make the call for that.
Let's continue with the investigation. Sorry for being emotional just now. In any case, we don't know what disease she had. Judging from her symptoms, it was something severe.
I agree. If we find anything out, I'll be sure to let you know immediately.
You do that. It may give us another hint in solving this case.
Okay. Victim's hospital record. According to this, the victim had been going to the hospital a month before she died. Anyone else?
True, these two do share a common link.
Was it the same hospital?
The victim's hospital records say she'd been at the hospital since...
2.
Yes, 2 months.
That's why I said that earlier, because I knew that question was coming now that they introduced the number calculator cruncher thingy.
For the month before her death, she'd been treated at the hospital. Now, the parents' hospital records say they'd been visiting the hospital since...
Hang on. When did the... Oh, also 2 months ago.
True, the victim...
I guess I kind of knew that,
for the
but
month now, the... Yes, they also started visiting the hospital 2 months ago.
Oh, maybe she was beating up the parents, like when she was having hallucinations?
Veronica was going for migraines, hallucinations, mood swings, and vomiting blood.
Hallucination.
And her parents were going after suffering frequent injuries.
Oh.
A month before the victim was found dead, the parents suddenly stopped having these injuries. An unpleasant coincidence, to be sure. I hope there's no connection here.
Interesting. Could the parents have had her killed? Or killed her? Maybe they killed her on accident when she was freaking out? It seems odd that...
Yes, these seem to be related. According to the charts, the victim's symptoms were migraines, hallucinations, mood swings, vomiting blood, hemoptysis, and perhaps most importantly...
increased aggression.
Yes, sudden aggressive behavior. That is, she was acting out violently.
The parents might have accidentally killed her in an aggressive outburst. They dumped her body.
Her conditions must have worsened severely a month before her death. That is, her violent tendencies would have increased in frequency and severity.
Which would explain why she dropped out of high school then. But the parents, geez, what shitty parents. They didn't like fucking really get her looked at?
In addition to that is the fracture in Veronica's finger. This is the only injury she had while alive. That's a common injury when people hit things with their fists. On the other hand, the parents' injuries seemed like signs of abuse. If I were to consider all these points, those wounds were Right. The hospital records of both the victim and her parents, they show that Veronica had been physically abusing her parents.
Maybe because of her outbursts and abuse, they couldn't get her into the hospital?
Yes, we can put these two facts together.
Yeah, she was throwing up blood, so she puked on her... She vomited the blood on her chest, that's why their shirt's bloody?
According to the chart from the hospital, the victim's condition caused her to vomit blood.
This isn't a vape pen, by the way, this is just an actual pen. I just realized that because I keep doing this. People might think that. But holding a pen and spinning it around and doing stuff like this always helps me think, mostly because of my school days. You know what I mean?
If she had continued to vomit blood after her hospital visit, that would explain the bloodstains on her clothing. Yes. Thus, these bloodstains were caused by the blood that she had vomited.
I never understand the star chart things on these, but whatever. Bloodstains on the chest are likely from the victim vomiting. Now recall to focus on the body.
We can deduce the victim's physical state from this information. First, the pathological changes. There's no knowing what disease she had. However, if this discoloration of the bones shows the existence of a focus, it's safe to assume that whatever disease she was suffering from was in an advanced state. The massive bloodstains on her clothes came from her vomiting blood. There aren't many conditions that cause that much hemorrhaging. From these 2 points alone, I conclude that she was already in terminal condition. Even if she hadn't been killed, she was already on the brink of death.
I see. I feel sorry for her. But if that's the case, then why?
Why was she kidnapped? I still have my doubts about that, actually. Did the murderer kidnap her? Or did that even happen?
What do you mean?
Whatever the case.
Maybe she accidentally killed herself and then the parents dumped the body in fear?
She was definitely taken from her home before she died.
Well, then they wouldn't need to rip out the earring.
The question now is what happened between the time she was taken until the car accident.
Right, I follow you.
Once we know that, we should finally be able to see the real truth behind this case.
Also, why did she get prescribed the drugs if she just left the hospital without getting fully treated?
Little guy, I'm going to check the victim's room one more time.
I thought you might want to, so I have a new tool ready for you.
Someone's prepared. And what kind of present do you have for me?
I'm out of water.
It's not the most appropriate gift for a lady, but it's aluminum powder for finding fingerprints. There are some useful additions to the mixture.
Ah, great. I'm impressed.
I'm glad you like it. Spread the powder anywhere that looks suspicious and shine your investigation light on it.
And that'll make any fingerprints stand out? All right, I'll give it a try.
Good luck. Well then.
So this must be the... I didn't know it was made of aluminum. This is how they dust for prints at a crime scene. Alright. This functions exactly like those aren't fingerprints.
So many. These are all the same fingerprints. It's likely they belong to the victim.
That's a...
Now, why would she leave so many fingerprints on the floor?
That looks like a blood streak.
Yes, she was probably crawling on the floor to move around. The prints indicate she was heading towards...
There's like away from the door? They don't really look like maybe towards this?
The prints on the floor lead to the room's entrance. They're even under the mat. What's underneath the mat?
This door frame looks damaged, actually.
Nothing. What could this mean?
What? Just someone walks into the crime scene, throws this powder everywhere. Magnifying glass. Closet, maybe? I tried the door frame already, okay? I don't know.
We can deduce the victim's condition within this room by putting these facts together. Veronica was crawling on the floor. It's likely that this is because of the mysterious disease she was suffering from. It sapped her strength to the point that she was unable to even stand. She had an attack of her disease inside this room.
Damn, there must be something else I'm supposed to get inside the room. It was bugging me we were getting nothing done though, so I had to at least... I don't get it. What am I missing? Spray bottles for blood. Oh. There we go.
Just as I thought. These are bloodstains. They must be Veronica's. Considering the facts so far, these bloodstains must have been caused by...
You puked?
Yes. Veronica's clothing was covered in blood that she had vomited. The amount of blood here is more than would be a fatal loss in most people. But there's something odd about these bloodstains. Blood is a liquid. It should be evenly spread across the floor. If there was one reason for the bloodstains to be shaped like this, it would have to be... That was careless. Yes. This door was closed when Veronica was vomiting blood. That's why the blood spread unevenly. This door, thus... The room is now in the same condition as it was when that happened.
She was trying to scratch her way
The
out.
lower part of the door has numerous scratches on it. What could these scratches be? Huh? Bloodstains? Inside the scratch marks?
Her parents locked her in here. And she had a violent episode and then she vomited to death.
From looking at the shape and
This is getting
location of these
sad.
scratches, they are... Yes, these are traces that someone had clawed at the door. On top of that, it was done with such desperation that their own nails cracked and bled.
Amazing that they would have enough strength to, after puking up enough blood to die, that they could still scratch hard enough to break their fingers.
These bloodstains are at the entrance to the room. The door was closed when Veronica vomited blood. That, along with the scratches on the inside of the door, there's just one sad conclusion we can reach from all this. Yes, Veronica was prevented from leaving here. Writhing in pain and unable to open the door, she lost a lethal amount of blood and died right here. She wasn't kidnapped and killed.
Da-da! The tonal shift of that music is bizarre.
The dead shall speak. Let's put together the truth of what happened here. A woman's skeleton was found 50 kilometers downriver of the city. The victim's name is Veronica Cage. She was 23 years old. She was suffering from some sort of illness. It caused her severe pain along with mental instability. When she couldn't go on, she snapped and turned violent. This card shows the truth of that emotional state.
Seems like there are so many steps along the way here that could have prevented this. Weird that we have proof of abduction as one of our cards.
The patient had frequently physically assaulted her parents. This same disease finally caused her own death as well. This card shows evidence of that final attack.
This one or the other one? This one.
Yes. There were traces of blood at her room's entrance. During the attack, she writhed in agony about the room. The shattered mirror is evidence of that violent behavior. Eventually, her strength gave out and she collapsed. She used the last of her strength to try to leave the room. However, her one final wish was left unanswered. This card speaks to that sad truth.
Yeah, so many things along the way here that could have been like, done about this.
In her fading consciousness, she tore at the door. But she died there, and the culprits carried her body out. The proof of this is on this card.
Which is also weird, too, that they go to hide the lengths to hide the body. Because if they just called the police there and she died of natural causes, and I guess it'd still be suspicious, your daughter dead in your home.
Exactly. The earring caught on something while she was being carried.
But this mirror is nowhere near...
She was already dead when the earring was torn from her ear.
This kind of doesn't make as much sense to me.
Most likely, her death surprised the ones responsible. They then cleaned the room to hide any signs she was there.
But didn't clean up the glass.
Whoever cleaned the room had poor eyesight.
They just didn't get rid of the giant chunk of mirror?
And thus did not see the earring among the mirror shards. The body had to be hidden as well. Their plan was to throw the body off a bridge 8 kilometers away. But they were scared off by a pair of oncoming headlights.
So where'd they go?
This culprit, with a bad back, gave up and fled the scene. Those headlights belonged to the blue truck.
So I don't know how we found out it was blue.
The driver could not avoid the body and ran over her. The driver believed he had killed her and dumped the body.
That same shoe falling off
Ironically,
again.
what he did only completed the culprit's plan.
And that
This
right shoe's
card
just
has
too
proof
big.
that she was already dead when run over.
Why did you put the shoe back on?
Hiding a corpse is a crime, but the driver wasn't the murderer. The ones responsible are those who locked her away to die. She sought help, not knowing that none would ever come. Her last words are the proof of that desperation.
Oh.
Help me!
This is the whole truth in how her life was cut short. I don't know what the dead want, but the truth must come out. I'm going to see the ones who cut your life's thread short.
I mean, technically not their fault. Negligence at best.
The medical examiner. What brings you here?
Your daughter died in suffering.
Jesus. Nice bedside manner.
She struggled, she shouted, and she clawed at her door. She tried to escape so terribly that her own nails tore off. Why didn't you open the door?
Thought they were gonna get beat again.
There was no choice. We wanted her to be happy. We wanted her to be normal. We never thought this would...
Her death may have been inescapable. But you defiled her death in order to protect yourselves. That can never be forgiven.
When they didn't open the door, I mean, you could also argue that they didn't want to get beat. Weird that they mopped up the blood, but not all the mirror shards.
When death came to you, did you suffer?
Yeah, she was screaming in agony.
Soon I will know for myself.
Oh, why soon?
Miss Kimishima, your test results have come back.
I see. Let me ask you up front. How long do I have until my flame goes out?
Dramatic.
A year, at best. Maybe 6 months.
I understand. Thank you, Doctor.
Dr. Kimishima, the helicopter's here to take you to the lab.
Just in this random
All right.
neighborhood.
Thank you.
Helicopters touching down. Oh, I knew that was damaged.
Rosalia. What is this? Someone's name?
Dr. Kimishima, are you all right
Leon!
there?
Yes, I'm fine. I'll be right down.
Yeah, that one was so much better. God, why didn't they open up with that? That one was good. Like, this one sucked. That one has a lot less back and forth. An interesting mystery. And it was a lot easier. So, like, I mean, the actual mystery of this was easy to solve, but the gameplay was more difficult. Why does it just say difficulty, like, straight line? Yeah. Weird. Yeah, that one was so much better. Alright. I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream for today. That's about it. We did 2. Took a lot longer to get through both of these, but that's a good spot to end on, I think. So thanks for watching, you guys. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to be able to continue this game, because I couldn't figure out how to get the Wiimote paired up, so I might still look into that. Like how to get the Wiimote working with the emulator. So we'll see. I do want to continue this game, but that is an obstacle if we can't get the Wiimote working. Because I can't do half the characters' stories. I can't do hers or his, I mean, without the Wiimote. So we'll reach like a nothing conclusion without it. So if you know how to do it and you weren't here live, please comment below how I should properly pair this up to my computer. Because I do have a Bluetooth adapter built into my computer so they can connect. I guess I'm just doing something wrong with the connection process. So just let me know in the comments if you know how to fix that. Or maybe I'll be able to figure it out myself tomorrow. I didn't spend as much time looking into it today because I didn't think it'd be that difficult. I thought I would just turn the sync on and it would connect. But I guess not. So yeah, we'll figure it out another time. But yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next stream.